What's up everyone? Welcome to Ola Testing. Today I'm trying out the new Fortin Cali preamp distortion pedal. Following the absolute success of the Natas pedal, I have no idea if it was a success or not. It just sounded like the thing I would need to say. No, but following the release of the Natas preamp pedal that Fortin released, what was it, like a year ago? They have now introduced the new Cali, which is based off, their Cali amplifier, which is Fortin's take on Marshall amplifiers, like the Plexi, JCM 800, stuff like that. It's a 2-channel pedal, channel 1, channel 2, with 2 gains, bass, middle, treble, and master volume. Then you have a couple different bright switches for each and the individual gain. And then you have like a mode, I would say, like a clipping mode or something like that, where you have a saturated, you have a raw, and a vintage. Nothing too extreme or advanced for a pedal, must say. And for the demo, I'm using this A1.6 Svart Cannibalismo with Fishman Fluence pickups. It's completely new out of the box. I just took it out right now and just put it in my lap. And the Cali preamp is going into the Seymour Duncan Power Stage 100 stereo into my Mesa Boogie cabinet. Also, I'm a little bit rusty, if that's okay. I've been on vacation for a little while, so if this feels like, Bambi on ice, it's because it's Bambi on ice, baby. All right, we're starting with channel number 1. It sounds like this. All right, so in this mode, channel 1, you're actually not using gain number 1, you're using gain number 2. Gain 1 is off. Okay. Doesn't make any sense, right? Well, it sort of does, I'll tell you why. We're in raw mode right now. What is that? Raw. This is the loudest of the 3 settings. There are no additional gain, brightness, compression stages added. This is the pedal in its most natural state right here. Okay. And then we have the vintage mode, which is more the vintage sound and fielder pedal. Think chimey Hendrix. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to demo some Hendrix. But on channel 2, it's selected a modern sounding mod response to saturation, which is over here. Classic Fortin saturation at low level. The volume will drop and the saturation is obvious. Okay, good. All right, let's switch over to the vintage setting. This is the Hendrix setting, and I'm not gonna play Hendrix. So say. That's as close to Hendrix as you will get in this demo. Old Englund. All right, let's go to saturation. It's saturation, dude. Bambi on ice, remember. Okay, saturation. And as you can hear, I have to crank the volume a little bit here. Hell yeah, here we go. That's the Fortin sound I remember and love, okay? All right, let's try out the different bright settings. Left adds a level of brightness to gain control, giving a similar tone response of a vintage Plexi amp. Okay, so let's try that. Boom. Very little difference. Maybe it's because I'm cranking the gain. You know, it's usually when you crank the gain, the differences will be smaller. Much difference right there. My English is also not that good right now. And then we have bright number 2, which is add a level of brightness to the gain control, giving a similar tonal response of a JCM 800. Okay, let's go. That's nice. Channel 2, what we've all been waiting for, more gain. Yes. Okay, let's switch it all back to normal and raws and shits and giggles. All right. Channel 2. And now the gain number 1, which happens before gain 2. That's why it's called gain 1. Yes. So in channel 2, they're working together. Okay. All right, cool. Let's go to vintage. Okay, then we have saturation. And obviously the saturation will have the most gain out of all of the settings right here. All right, let's try the different gain and bright. I mean, with the addition of the bright switches, you can really... there's a lot of options when it comes to the tone. Since you have both gains here, you can set different brightness for different gains. So the possibilities are just endless, man. Here we have a really glassy tone. Listen to that. Oh, here's the cool thing. Check this out. When we're in this setting right here, look what happens, or hear what happens when I turn down the gain 2. It's almost like a fuzz. I thought that was cool. But I think, if you want that amount of gain, saturation is the way to go. But I feel like the vintage or the raw setting is definitely enough for just getting a really nice chug going. Very nice. Okay, let's try out the EQ knobs. A lot of bass. Okay, I'm not sure how much this pedal's gonna be to purchase, but it seems like it's a very simple pedal. You don't have too many knobs on there and all that, but with the addition of all these different switches and all that, it seems like the possibilities are endless. It has all the gain you need. Obviously, you can probably use an overdrive in before as well, and it will sound kick-ass, but I don't really feel that you have to have one. In this case, there's a lot of gain in this thing. You know, there's a thing where you have, you know, this little amount of gear getting this big sound coming right here, and it's just like, it's only this. Anyways, guys, that's the Cali preamp pedal for you right there. Hope you enjoy this little village, and I'll see you next time. Dude, maybe I've been on vacation for too long. Okay, goodbye.